On the 13th of September 2022, Sadiq, Gaya, a 34-year-old man, was found dead in a swimming pool in a certain hotel here in Abuja. The medical evidence that came out from his body after the body was exhumed and taken to the National Hospital clearly reveals that he was killed before he was dumped in the pool because his body didn't swell out of taking in water or inhaling water. And so that raised a lot of suspicion as against the general acceptance that he died in an accident. Investigations began. Certain individuals were arrested. And some of those individuals are children of very powerful political figures in Nigeria. There are evidences to that effect, including eyewitness and ear witness persons who say they heard or saw certain things. Even the camera in the hotel also captured the time he came in and never showed when he left. And so there are lacunas in the course of investigation that reveals that even the hotel was complicit in what transpired from when he entered until his body was found in the pool. After these individuals were arrested and detained by the Nigerian police, while awaiting the arraignment and possible call to justice, something really unfortunate happened, which is why we decided to come to the press on behalf of the Gaya family to make this known to the public that, and also for the protection of the witnesses who stand in the path of danger right now, because their life may also be on the course to be snuffed out, so that evidences will be hidden. So we are calling on those in authority, we are calling on the press, we are calling on the police, we are calling on the DPP, because here is the letter I wrote the Inspector General of Police, citing the incident, and then there is also another copy of that same letter, the one addressed to the DPP. Usually, when a thing like this happens, a charge is proffered within the shortest possible time to determine whether such accused persons or defendants are guilty or innocent. But in this particular case, no charge has been preferred. They were never brought before the court of law in connection to the crime. They were arraigned for a different thing entirely that had nothing to do with the crime that they committed. And on the grounds of those false arraignments, they were released on bail because the crime for which they were arraigned were bailable offenses and not the real crime that they committed. Which means that in the circumstance, we call on the IG to look into the IPOs who were involved in this case and let questions be asked in the circumstance.
In fact, it was because of the money that triggered the crime. He siphoned 3.8 million using the ATM of my stepson. Siphoned 3.8 million from his account. He uses ATM because he's like under spell with the boy. They've been long-time friends, and he has indulged him. And there was the 3.8 million he siphoned from his account, and the boy now wanted to pay his, my stepson wanted to pay his son's school fees. Now told Abdul, please, I need my money. He continued dodging him, saying one thing or the other, until my stepson had to go and report to his father, Omolori, Atabasan, who is a former clerk, who knows them as friends right from youth. And the man promised he was going to pay my son his money. But lo and behold, he did not pay. Until this good Saturday night, he called the boy that he can now come and collect his money. That was Monday. He left his house on Monday for the office. That is the house he never came back. But his wife was called on this Tuesday afternoon that her husband is sick, a small girl too. Her husband is sick and in the national hospital. And they rushed there, she rushed there and found him stone dead. And there was no evidence that he was drowned anyways. So that is it. And she was the one who told me that, "Mommy, your son was killed." I said, "How?" She said she noticed some blood from his nose and from his ears.